Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion. We start here with chapstick. It is early in the morning. Today is June 10th. I did have more sleep than yesterday. I think I had 4 hours of sleep this morning. But here I am. I want to knock out some more videos for you for the Nomad palette, the new launch. Forgive me because I completely neglected to say it launches on July 12th. And I'm so not used to receiving PR. It just escaped me to even think to say that, because when I get palettes they're usually out for a while, so I do apologize for that. This is a Crazy Troll Nation, and what that means is we do what we want to do with our makeup. We don't pay too much attention to what somebody says we should do or what the beauty community standards are, or what's the new hot brand. We have to have this, we have to have that, we have to use this tool and that tool, and we have to apply our makeup this way or our makeup's not going to look nice. No, here it is about self-acceptance, self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them when you want to, because we do love to play in face paint, but not feeling like we have to. And so all of that is what the Crazy Troll Nation stands for. So welcome aboard if you're new here. If you've been here before, you already know to buckle up. And so I do curse on my channel sometimes, and I think that's it for the intro. So this is what else you'll see here. I think my next video is going to be face swatches. I was not kind to my skin yesterday because it was such a long day and I was so out of it. I have dry patches going on everywhere, so if you're seeing flakiness, my skin is flaking. This that I kept saying, I was having an issue with like a hole putting shadow right here. I don't know if you can see it, but I was looking close earlier today, this morning. Right now it's like 7:30, and usually I'm still asleep at 7:30 in the morning. But there's something bit me or something, because there is a bump here, and on the inner side of the bump, I don't know if you can see it, there is like a hole, right? Not a hole, but like a indentation. And so this is that exact spot where my shadow was getting stuck. I don't know if you can see it. The only things on my face, because I want to be gentle to it today, and I'm going to do a mask today. NARS Concealer, Caramel Under Eye, Secret d'Orge NARS Concealer to brighten. I used the Fashion Fair setting powder all over my face, hoping that was going to give me some coverage. I did also put the Caramel Concealer around here, because there's always redness there. For, brows, sorry. The Tarte, hella old, they don't even make this anymore. Brow pencil. For contour and bronzer, I use Mario Soft Sculpt Bronzer, and this one is in Deep. And I found a new love for the Scott Barnes number 66 brush. This is the one I was always saying was really kind of flimsy, and it was just good for dusting all over. But tapping in lightly, I was able to just tap, blend that, go back in, and this did help me do, well, you can see where it is, right? And then across the forehead. So this is my new love for this brush, especially for dense, not dense, highly pigmented bronzers that actually would be too dark for me if I were not careful and blended it out. And for highlighter, I'm using the Nomad Sydney Bathers highlighter. And so that's the only thing on my cheeks today. So this you see here and up here is the bronzer, and all of this is this highlighter. Purple eyeliner underneath my lower lash line. We're going to get into this look. I know yesterday I said we were going to do this column, this shade. It's not a column, it's a diagonal. We were going to do this shade, this one, and this one. But as I was looking at it this morning, I realized that I topped this shade over this one yesterday. And so what we're going to do still, we're going to use this, and we're going to put this all over the lid and then top it with this, except maybe the outer corner part. So we are experimenting. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to take that black shade, Hourglass number 3 brush, and we're going to put this all over the lid. We're doing this for blending, using the top edge of this brush. Put a black eyeliner underneath, a black lip, slap some glitter on the center as a spotlight shade. You have a vampy, gothy look. Or even do a black lippy with red glitter gloss or whatever in the center of your lip. That's a vibe. Not that this is the Nessa Myricks, I'm not saying it is, but like how for her palette, she has 2 cream shadows, I believe, in that palette that you can use as a base to put her dual chromes and shimmers on top of. So that's what this is making me think of. Y'all, oh my God. Using these applicators, I don't have any fallout. So if you're like me and you don't want to use your finger, you don't want to wet your brush, this, as you see, works really well. You do have to keep going in because this is small. Not a problem though for me. I will link this below. I linked it in my Pat McGrath videos because I purchased these specifically for her celestial shades. But I find for this palette and the textures in here, this middle row, this works really well for that. I'm going to go in with the tip of this brush and just lightly, oh, that still had shadow on it, which is good. And I know I always say, well, not always, but I know I've said before that if you use a brush for a shadow, it will still be shadow in the brush. And this is why I don't mind not having a color switch, because then I can just go back and use that same brush and not add any extra shadow on the brush. Oh my gosh. Wow. We're going to take Esom V31, this shade here, lower lash line. We're just going to do the same thing. Oh, that came down too far. Oh, Lord Jesus. A raccoon punched me. Wanted me to be his twin. I'm going to take the clean side. And that just smudged it. I'm smudging this with the sponge tip, and that did not help. A clean side of the sponge tip applicator, we're going to take this and put it underneath, and we're going to use the tip of it. So we're just going to swirl the tip, and we're going to see if we can get that right here. Why do I feel like I'm going to the club? If you're from the hood, you're going to the club. If you're from the suburbs, you're going to the club. So where you going? You going to the club or to the club? Yo, this is me right here. This is Troll Nation, baby. We do what we want. We're going to rock it. For the next couple hours, I'll take it off and take care of my skin like I need to. If you wanted to blow it out, you could just use the side of the brush, but then that might look nice though. But we're not going to do that. So we're really just swirling just the tip of the brush. What we're going to do now, we're going to take this, we're going to buff out the lower lash line. We're going to see what it do. That shit, that's this one. This is so funny to me. And this is a Fenty 210 blending brush. I would need to put something else to take care of that. Because this is doing that, we're still going to use it. And we're going to put it up here. And I need to go back with that other brush because it overlapped. You can see where it overlapped that shade. So with this one, if I'm doing this area right here, I would just have to really stay right there. Or leave it like this, but not overlap as much. Going back with that brush that had the black. Fix that. What I'm going to do now, clean side of the sponge tip applicator, taking that same shade. This might be chancy. Still trying to tone down that black, and this might just turn a different color. I'm going to go back with the transition brush, the brush we used for our transition shade. Did that work? We're going to pretend it did. Because I don't want to mess with it too much. I'm going to take a Q-tip, that same shade. Because it's only just this one area right here. Brush for our transition. That looks a little better, I think. I love this look. I'm going to be sensible. I'm going to just put this gloss on. Lots of shimmer going on. That'll be it for this portion. Easy peasy, 3 shades. One doesn't show up, but it's good for blending out and buffing out. Yo, if you're going to the club, or if you're going to the club, you gotta look right here. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you think you may get this palette. It can be tricky because depending on your skin tone, some of the shades may not show up, and also on me, these two were almost identical, and so those are things to think about, and I know some of you already are thinking about it, like what it will look like. And so I'm hoping that me doing the different looks is helpful. I'm hoping that the face swatches were helpful, and also the lip swatches, but you know, I know our skin tones are different, our undertones are different, our lip colors are different, and so I'm babbling. I'm gonna go. You will see me soon. Hang tight, watch something that's gonna pop up over here. Like if you like, thumbs down if you don't, subscribe if you're not, and you will see me soon. Thanks.